Welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton, and welcome to the penultimate Everton 24/7 daily report of this transfer window. We said it was going to get heated, but maybe even we didn't see this one coming. Colossal news in Everton's biggest transfer window move yet. Wilfried Zaha has handed in a transfer request to Crystal Palace as he looks to force a move away, with Everton looking like the runaway favourites now to get him. That Cave Solheikol is saying that there may be other teams in for him, but it seems like it may well be Sky Sports trying to create drama that just isn't there, and maybe trying to get a bit of a fuss over that deadline day, as they love to do, and we love it as well, let's be honest, but hopefully we get him. What matters, though, is it may well have strengthened our hand in trying to bring Zaha in before the window shuts tomorrow night. Well, more recently today, Jason Bird from the Daily Telegraph believes Everton are set to return with a very big bid, in his words, for Zaha to try and convince them to sell before that window closes tomorrow. So what happens now? Will we be able to stump up the money that Palace wants? Will they accept the bid? And is Zaha the right move for us right now? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below, as always. I tell you what I don't think we should do, and that is what Jim White broke earlier today on TalkSport. Apparently we have bid for Alex Iwobi earlier today, 30 million to be exact, and Arsenal rejected that. Well, I reckon that's a blessing in disguise, and we should certainly not be bidding any higher than that for him, that's for sure. I cannot see for the life of me what Iwobi will bring to Everton at all, and I'm seriously hoping this is no more than media speculation. There's a lot of speculation amongst our fan base that perhaps Iwobi was a smokescreen to convince Zaha to submit that request to Palace, and that could very well be the case. Another potentially disappointing rumour now, and we've also had a loan bid rejected today for Man United's Chris Smalling. Now, I actually wouldn't mind Smalling on loan, as he may be a decent short-term option for this season, but undoubtedly in the long term we should be aiming higher than this. Nonetheless, it might not be a bad move this late in the window, what with the Kurt Zouma deal looking very unlikely now, and he's certainly a better option than Fikayo Tomori, who has also been linked from Chelsea. In my opinion, I think Smalling would be better for us right now on loan than maybe Tomori is. Given what's happened with Kurt Zouma this year, after having him on loan last year, I don't like the idea that we'd do no more than to simply develop Chelsea's talent for them. If Tomori was to work out, I think it would leave a bad taste in the mouth if they were to deny us the chance to sign him as well next summer. That's maybe less likely if their transfer ban is lifted, but I would personally avoid all dealings with Chelsea at least until this ban on transfers is lifted next summer. Now for the other big money rumour of the past few days, which now appears to have drawn to a close. Everton looks set to walk away from Watford's Abdoulaye Doucouré after 3 unsuccessful bids for the Watford midfielder. A shame, because he would really add something, I think, to our midfield, but it is refreshing to see the Blues to some extent getting their priorities right now before the window shut. I think Zaha or another winger perhaps, plus a centre-back, have to be the priorities now before the window shuts. Nonetheless, there is one more deal which looks like a goer. The rumoured Djibril Sidibe loan signing could well be announced later tonight, as Sidibe apparently passed his medical earlier today, and maybe we could be set for another late-night transfer announcement. If not, it will most likely be one of the first ones off the bat tomorrow, and the transfer news from France doesn't stop there. It's another day, it's another rumour on this show from L'Equipe, the newspaper in France. They believe we are after yet another Monaco player, and this is potentially an alternative maybe to Zaha should we not get him. And that man is Ronnie Lopez. He's a left-footed winger, and it would, in all honesty, be much better value than Zaha. Zaha, of course, we've been looking at 70 to 80 million, maybe now even after the transfer request. The rumoured fee for Ronnie Lopez would be around 25 million, and we'd be set to do battle with the likes of Roma, Sevilla and Valencia for his services. So who knows, he could well be a plan B if this Zaha deal doesn't end up going to plan. On to outgoings now, and staying with Crystal Palace, James McCarthy. We did think he could be a potential sweetener in that Zaha deal, but Crystal Palace have agreed a deal irrespective of the Zaha deal with Everton. He looks set to move to Palace for a very measly 3 million ahead of their new season, which, let's not forget, Palace's first game of the season is against Everton on Saturday at Selhurst Park. So another defensive midfielder could follow McCarthy out of the door before the English window shuts, with recently relegated Fulham submitting an inquiry about the asking price for Mo Besic, who has been on loan to the Championship now for about a year and a half. I think he's spent all of that time with Middlesbrough, but they haven't come back in for him, so it could very well be that Mo Besic moves down to the Championship again with Fulham. Plenty more deadwood could be on their way as well, as Yannick Bolassi's potential suitors continue to pile up. The club have apparently offered him to CSKA Moscow, as well as the already rumoured interest in a loan deal from Turkish side Besiktas. And Besiktas are trying to loan more of our fringe players. Both they and Istanbul rivals Fenerbahce and Galatasaray are all interested in signing Morgan Schneiderlin in what would most likely be a season's loan with a view to a permanent signing. It's very much a try before you buy mentality in Turkey. And the potential exodus to Turkey does not end there. Umar Nias has come out and said he wants to move to Trabzonspor. And unfortunately, we have got a few more weeks to get any of these Turkish deals done. If they prove to be the case, we've got till the 31st of August for any of those. Now, strangely enough, Trabzonspor earlier this window were linked to Matthew Pennington. But it now seems that's not going to be the case. He looks like he's going to move on loan to Hull City. Of course, the Championship sides also have to get their recruitment finalised before tomorrow night's deadline at 5 p.m. So don't be surprised to see a few more of our fringe youngsters under 23s maybe making moves to the lower leagues in the next 24 hours. And to be exact, there's actually not even that much time left either. We've got less than a day to go now until the end of the English transfer window. The clock is ticking, and that dramatic final hour of the window will be broadcast live by me here on the Toffee Blues YouTube channel from 4 o'clock tomorrow. So be sure to tune into that and get involved. Well, there you have it. Less than 24 hours to go. It looks like it's going to be another exciting deadline day for us Blues to look forward to. So fasten your seatbelts. Don't forget to join me at 4 tomorrow. And until then, thank you again, guys, for watching on the Toffee Blues.